1, 2. Hello, everybody. Would you like to take a seat? Relax, unwind. We're about to begin. We've upgraded this year. We have steps to get on stage, which is marvelous. Not too many acrobatics to join. How are you all feeling? That's pretty good for this time in the morning, I have to say. I'm Claire O'Neill. I'm the CEO of AGF. I'm one of the organisers of Green Events and Innovations Conference.
And I'm Teresa Moore, co-founder of Green Events and Innovations and director at A Greener Future.
And can we have a show of hands? Who has been here before? I just always like to do. Oh,
nice.
Hey, welcome back. And who is here for the first time? Oh, that's almost 50-50.
Yeah.
Well, you're all in for a treat, whether you've been here before or not. This is room 1 that you're in at the moment, in case you didn't know, and next door is room 2, just across the way there. During the breaks, we've got lots of lovely exhibitors, who you must visit them all, scattered around the foyer. We've also got a delicious vegan lunch happening between 1:30 and 2:30, and sustainability breaks in between as well.
That's right, yep.
After this little preamble that we're having, we're going to have a session happening here, session happening in room 2, extreme weather, oil and gas sponsorship. That's not actually happening. This is what we want to avert. And then upstairs, we've got the assessors meeting. So if you're an AGF assessor, you head on upstairs, and is Wiki in the room? Wiki, so follow this lady, or this lady over here, waving furiously. Teresa, you want to say a few words?
Yeah, well, as ever, and even more so this year, it's just so wonderful to see familiar faces, but also from the training that I do, translating those little squares on a screen into real people. And a number of you have come up and said, I've done the course, and fantastic. It's lovely to see everybody here. So always a treat to meet everybody at GEI.
And of course, thank you to our sponsors, who not only are helping us to put the event on, but also do amazing stuff themselves as well. So that's Ecotricity, Tate, the O2, Instagrid, and KB Event. So big up for our sponsors. Can you get a round of applause? They're providing the lunch, guys. And not only the lunch, but also we've got now Mark Ward, my dear friend. Champagne. Who's provided the champagne? Planet of the Grapes. What an awesome name. So Planet of the Grapes, thanks to our dear friend Mark and Planet of the Grapes. Later on, after our marvellous Earth% Hour, our charity sponsor, big up Earth%. Big up Earth%, they're amazing. You'll hear more about them later. We're going to have a champagne reception, and I'm going to tell you about it now because we want you to participate in drinking the champagne. We've also got alcohol-free alternatives. So we're going to get you to stay in this room after Brian Eno and Jarvis Cocker, and then we're going to go straight into the International AGF Awards. So make sure that you eat your lunch, stay hydrated throughout the day, because it's going to be a long one, but a glorious one. Any more words?
Yeah, well, a couple of things. On a more serious note, and I was sort of told
serious.
Last night that I always do the gloomy stuff, but I just wanted to recount a story because it links to one of the sessions that we are holding really for the first time this year. And I was running some training for some festival organisers in India. And as I always do, I do a little sort of icebreaker question, and my icebreaker questions. So what are the 3 biggest greenhouse gas emitters globally? And pretty much all of us know that we would expect maybe transport or energy or food to come back. And this one student started and said war. And that just stopped me in my tracks. And I thought, yeah, that's where we're thinking at the moment. And you'll see we have a session on the impact of war. And I think, the situation we're now in globally is pretty alarming from that perspective, but also, from the impact that it has on our environment and everything else. So just a pause for thought, really. On a lighter note, I did visit Earth% stand, and they have bars of chocolate on there. So I get over there quickly because they look really tasty.
It'll be such a rush. But on that point as well, this is the 16th year that we're doing the Green Events and Innovations Conference, and it started with just like maybe 100 people or even less. And 10. It's 10 people.
10 in a room. Yeah.
That was the meeting beforehand. But it's really progressed to the point. We're going to cover some operational stuff today, but then there's also a lot about the actual structure of how we do things on quite a senior level, you know, looking into contracts and sponsorship and things like this. But we're also looking at how we really utilize everybody's power now to communicate the changes that we need to make, because there's a significant transition that needs to happen towards a green economy or towards more peaceful societies. And that is a massive feat. And the fact that we've got things like the sports industry, the music industry, these incredible platforms, we really need to now galvanize that and use it to full force, especially in this pivotal year when we've got so many elections happening. That can mean that we go up or down. So this is quite a big focus of today. There's lots of networking opportunities to make sure that you all just go and speak to people that you haven't met before, have lots of fun. And anybody seen a GEI or, oh no, it's an AGF shirt actually. Yone, give us a wave, our top model. So they've got all the information you could ever require. And we also have a brochure, sustainably printed with sustainable ink also, and you can keep this for the rest of your lives because it's fabulous. All the information is in here as well. So we're going to give an extra 5 minutes to the first panel because we crammed everything in and made all the panels really short. So can I welcome to the stage our first panel, hosted by Jamal, Extreme Weather Events. Have a great time, everybody. See you again.
Enjoy. Yeah, enjoy.